1 minute remaining.
Wait a second here. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to your Continental Classic Week 3 recap. I'm Ian Riccaboni. This week, Continental Classic action kicked off in the Gold League on Dynamite, where Jungle Jack Perry was thrust into competition against the reigning C2 winner and Don Callis family member Kazuchika Okada. Perry was competing in his first match after being named the injury replacement for Darby Allin, and did everything he could to stifle the greatest tournament wrestler of all time, including desperation clotheslines, poison ranas, and even taking a bite out of Okada. But it was ultimately the Rainmaker that secured the victory for Okada, moving Okada into a tie for first place in the Gold League. Kyle Fletcher, also of the Don Callis family, needed to win his next bout to break the tie and take sole possession of first place. To do so, he'd have to defeat Speedball Mike Bailey. It was Bailey's bout to start, before Fletcher changed the course of the match with a super kick and used the outside to take the advantage. From there, an absolutely wild exchange of moves could not keep either star down, and it was ultimately Bailey who landed a perfectly executed sunset flip to get the 3 count, 3 points, and get on the board for the first time. On Collision in Cardiff, Wales, the two Blue League leaders, CMLL World Heavyweight Champion Claudio Castagnoli and IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Konosuke Takeshita, met in a history-making bout. It was power for power, with Takeshita trying to incorporate noted Castagnoli weakness Lucha Libre in to get the edge. It was Claudio, however, who fired back with Swiss Death, but Takeshita looked to get his own big move, Raging Fire. That was countered with the Neutralizer, and the first ever meeting between the IWGP and CMLL World Heavyweight Champions outside of Japan or Mexico resulted in a 20-minute time limit draw, and both men staying at the top of the table with 7 points. Up next were members of Jet Speed, Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey, meeting in the Gold League. After assurances that they were ready to compete against one another with no hard feelings, both members of Jet Speed showed up and showed out. Knight's agility was on full display with springboards and hard drop kicks, but Bailey raised his knees to block Knight's UFO. Knight was able to evade the ultimate weapon, but a well-placed kick to the head and Flamingo Driver made it 2 in a row for Speedball, earning 3 more points for 6 total and a spot tied atop the Gold League with Fletcher and Okada. Announced for this week on Dynamite Collision Holiday Batch, a special 3-hour event this Wednesday at 8 p.m. on TBS and HBO MAX. It's Mox versus Roderick Strong and Mascara Dorada versus Orange Cassidy in the Blue League, while Kyle Fletcher takes on Pac in the Gold League. For this Continental Classic recap, I'm Ian Riccaboni.